Hi, my name is Regina Bell, and I'm a teacher at Hammond High Magnet School in Tangipahoa Parish, where I teach Biology 1 and Biology 2 dual enrollment. As an educator, I am most passionate about helping my students recognize the power of education and how it can transform their lives and their community. My hope is to inspire them to become lifelong learners and to never stop pursuing their goals. I grew up in poverty. I was the first girl in my family to not only graduate high school, but college, defying the statistics that often define generational hardships. Education was my pathway to opportunity, and I strive to open those same doors for my students. I believe every lesson has the potential to shape not only the student sitting before me, but their future family and the community that they will one day lead. In this video, you will see my 9th grade PDP biology students as they complete a hands-on wet lab to model the structure and function of the phospholipid bilayer. The objective for the lesson was to analyze how the structure of the phospholipid bilayer is made of multiple types of macromolecules, each of these molecules carrying out specific functions that maintain cellular homeostasis. This lesson aligns with the Louisiana Student Standards from Molecules to Organisms for Structures and Processes. To prepare for this lesson, I assigned groups and lab tables in advance. I reviewed lab safety procedures with the class, and I organized their materials so that students would have quick and efficient access to what they needed. Prior to the lab, students learned that atoms form macromolecules, and these macromolecules contribute to the levels of organization in biology. They labeled and colored the diagrams of the phospholipid bilayer in order to visualize the structure and functions, and they engaged in class discussions to build background knowledge that they would need for their lab. After completing this lab, students will use what they have learned in order to complete research and create a booklet on cell transport and maintaining homeostasis. This lesson connects to my broader goal of helping students see that structure determines function. Every small component, from molecules to cells, plays a vital role in maintaining balance. By understanding these processes, students also learn that balance, resilience, and interdependence exist not only in science, but in life. These students were part of the pre-diploma program, which is the first step in our International Baccalaureate track at Hammond High. This program challenges students to think critically, collaborate effectively in order to prepare for the rigor of the IB coursework that they will encounter. To ensure all students can succeed, I provide many supports in my classroom, such as flexible seating, fidget tools for my tactile learners, visual and verbal cues, as well as multiple means of engagement that honors the students' choices and their feedback. My goal is for every student, no matter their background, learning style, or challenges, to feel seen, feel capable, and be empowered to reach their full potential.
No, you're adding extra words.
Alright, let's look up here. Let's look out for that question. So why is the cell membrane also called the phospholipid bilayer? Has some great answers. Yes, ma'am.
Because it's made up of 2 layers of phospholipids.
2 layers of phospholipids. Yes, and then you were like,
All right.
yes, so when we look up here, guys, we said it has 2 layers. What other macromolecules that we've learned about do we see in our lipid layer? Yes, ma'am.
Proteins and carbohydrates.
We see our proteins and we see our carbohydrates. So when we look at this, I don't see carbohydrate up here. What is my carbohydrate labeled as in this picture? The sugar. Very good. So making that connection that sugars are our carbohydrates. Now, as you move forward in your book, you're going to be looking at those glycoproteins and those glycolipids, right? So glyco means sugar, and so these little flags that identify these cells are going to be attached to either those proteins or those lipids. Notice, when we look here, what is this little Mickey Mouse guy? What is he kind of representing? Can y'all tell me what molecule? H2O. H2O, excellent. Water. And water hydrophobic
Stay in the water.
what happens? There we go. What happens is water tries to go in, it's going to hit that fat layer, it gets rejected. So even molecules like water that we absolutely need must go through some form of transport protein, either a channel protein, always open, or a carrier protein, open, close, open, close, open, close. Differentiating between our polar and nonpolar elements of our cell membrane. How does this help the function of the cell membrane? Tell me. So I got a lot from this table. Let me see. Is there another table going in? Y'all, okay, fine. Okay, yes, ma'am. Here.
It kind of creates a boundary that sticks together, but it still move.
Very good. It's a flexible, right? A flexible boundary that's going to stick together. So as we look at this, all right. Who's got a model ready to show? Awesome. Yes. Yes, we do. Let's go.
So, the rubber band, well, okay, let's start with these.
Okay.
This is our bilayer. This is the hydrophilic head. This is our ligaments. Yeah, pretty much. And then these two
Very good. Why did you choose the
tubes because they allow these molecules to go through it, and if I try to force this into this kind of thing, it doesn't work. It just comes off.
Who's all done second guess yourselves?
Was there other one correct?
I didn't get it. I was going to get a picture of it.
You can't look. I had to erase everything I just wrote.
No, hold on. So I did see a part. I just put them in there and explained to you what these parts are.
Okay, I got this one.
No, it says get the teacher's initials before proceeding.
Very good. Yes. Yes, I saw it all folded up, your little carbohydrates, it was all folded up. Beautiful, yes, so beautiful. So, yeah, so here's the thing about science, right, is there's always more than one way to get where you want to be. And when you're modeling, just because your model doesn't look like somebody else's doesn't mean that it's not correct. And it makes you live in a bigger or better model than somebody else is thinking, because our brains are so unique. That's how you awareness, that's how you advance science. Is by thinking outside the box. Yes. Beautiful. Don't second guess yourself. I think I've got one other that I'm going to
You can check them and you
All right,
can
I'm
take a
going to
picture
come
of
take a
them.
picture. Yes, it's beautiful. Yes.
Alright, you have to from this side, because it's like right there.
Seals fast reflection.
Okay, it doesn't pop.
Very nice.
Get ready for the next one. Ready? Alright, make another film. Hey! Look, ready? Make another film. Guys, if you're taking out into this subsolution, making sure that it is well covered. Okay, alright, so make another film. Just bend toward you.
I made it funny.
Like, bigger than this. What did I say? Now, ready? What? Maintain. What?
dip the thread in the
I'm learning so much. Thank you, Isabel.
Hands-on is always
Yeah. So it's now it says
That's not mine.
oh wait.
So what am I doing?
Or
No, that's a transport protein. So, what does a transport protein do to the cell membrane?
well, and it doesn't want to stay in the middle.
Lift that up higher.
You got it on the side.
Large molecules.
Wait, it doesn't.
Because it's like, so what does the transport protein it allows?
It allows. Creates an opening. Well, like it doesn't float in this though.
What type of molecules?
Protein molecules. It went through protein molecules.
Proteins. Carbohydrates. What is the number one carbohydrate our cells need to make energy? Glucose. Yes, it's going to allow glucose in and out of our cells.
Alright.
Because I'm looking at our time. So we do need to clean up. I know, it's so fun. So give me a thumbs up if you like this sideways or down. You like this? So real quick, tell me 3 things you learned about the function of this cell membrane from our lab today. That you can apply to your book. Tell me something you learned.
If it's coated in it, it can go through.
Very good. If it's fully coated, we can go through cell sealing. Yes, ma'am. Then we're coming in next.
The inside is hydrophobic, but the outside is hydrophilic. And that's good for living.
Very good. Y'all hear that? And y'all are talking, you can't hear. And so learning about the hydrophilic and hydrophobic parts and those specific transport protein that allows those larger molecules to go through. Very good, Karma. And yes, ma'am.
The transport proteins like make sure glucose can get in and out of the cell.
Very good. Excellent. So I love this. This is such a fun lab with y'all. Go ahead. We're going to pour our liquid on the sink.
The objective for this lesson was for students to analyze how the structure of the phospholipid bilayer is made of multiple types of macromolecules and how they each carry out specific functions to help maintain homeostasis. I feel my students did an excellent job at mastering the objective. By actively engaging in discussion with each of the lab groups throughout the class period, I was able to evaluate their understanding and check for growth of knowledge. I also collected their lab analysis handouts from the activity in order for me to assess. The next time that I utilize this lab, I would like to have students select roles for the lab. I feel this will enhance the flow of the activities in the process. After this lab, students will take their experience and their knowledge and apply it to their own research. All of my students really enjoyed participating in the lab, and I look forward to our next one. Moving forward, my students will use the skills they have gained from their hands-on lab as they begin to develop their own research questions and lab experiments in order to complete a science fair. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video and for watching the excellent work of my amazing baby biologists.